Woo! Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the Moses Marquis Saint, and every morning I get up and I am blessed to be alive. The sun is so shiny, so bright. We barely get some visuals on this. Let me brighten this screen real quick so I can see you guys. Woo! That shine. And we're a week away from the Summer Weed Festival, and I am surviving, right? I'm surviving my grief, my depression, and I'm using this festival to become a better human. It's a little chilly out here this morning. I was like, whoo, I'm gonna wake you up, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the morning marijuana motivation time and just be out here in our centered world and realize that we are not alone, that we will all experience the same emotions. And no matter how crazy your hair or your life, we have more similar and in common than we do have something separate. And somebody's going to cue the intro for that. So I'm going to switch over here. Let me switch over here so I can warm up and sit in the sunlight. Ooh, get some of the shine on me, you know what I mean? So you need to get that shine on you, you know? All right. Clear this balcony out. And let's get some shine on, shall we? Good morning. Hopefully you're rising and shining this morning. This morning I've been studying about grief. You know, every morning I wake up thinking about the baby I lost and my actions and reactions and all sorts of roller coasters of emotions. I got friends that have lost people, everybody. Like, there's not just friends. Everyone's going to lose someone in the end. And that's what I learned this morning. I was listening to a Black author, it's a woman, who talked about 15 years after her mom passed away that she still missed her mom and that she will always miss her mom. And I think we all will always miss the people that we love or used to be connected with. It's just a fact of life. Just like you were born, so were you die. And it's easy for us to accept that as ourselves because it's our own life. It's our own life journey. We've chosen it. We've decided it. We've lived it, right? When you die, it's the people that are around you that still have to live with it. And that's the thing that I think most people miss, especially in an age of social media and everybody leads with the smile, right? This is, I'm doing a morning marijuana motivation and I'm talking about grief. And you're like, well, how can you? And it's like, because it is a part of life, just like death is, just like love is, and it's all part of it. So it's one of those things where it's not always ups and downs and smiles and frowns. It's not always rainbows and butterflies, but it's not always bad either. There's hope out there. And that's something that I was learning about this thing, the grief and things, is that there is parts for new life. You know, life makes it somehow, some way. Maybe not the life that you were looking for or the scenario that you were looking for, but it does work for other people. And that's a blessing, you know, that there is some hope out there in the world where, you know, there's a lot of grief and sadness. It's hard to see. That's why I talk about it in the morning. You know, it's going to be really hard to see when you're in your feelings. Me, I haven't been counting my blessings as well as I should. You know, it's hard for me to remember trips around the world. They're awesome things that I've done or awesome people that I've been with and done things with. And what ended up happening, especially learning about this new journey, is it's hard to find hope. You know, it's hard to find it when you're believing in a negative outcome or something that's happened that has been negative. It's hard to see hope. And that's why it's so important to do the show and be in the light and warm my soul, deep in my soul. My skin is cold, but my soul is warm. And I had to have a conversation with my soul and put the phone down and talk to myself and have some conversations with myself that weren't easy conversations. You know, a lot of things sit inside of us and we don't know why. You know, the girl was saying that she didn't know that she was still angry. She was angry because she didn't have her mom anymore. She didn't have anybody that she could just sit there, put their head on their lap, hear their voice, stroke your back, tell you everything's going to be okay. That's the power of love. That's the love that she's missing. And it's not this just grief, it's the connection that we all have with each other. You know, we are energy, whether we know it or not. Every time we're taking a selfie, we're making memories. And sure, it takes a Facebook to pop up and tell you, oh yeah, hey, here's your memory. Remember 16 years ago when you were with your brother and now he's not alive anymore? You're going to be a little bit more in that moment than you were when the moment in the picture took. So that's what happens to us, is that we have so much going on in our worlds, in our minds, and between our ears, that it steals. It steals our happiness. It steals our joy. It steals our hope. We forget that there's positivity out there in the world. We forget that there's awesome going on. Sure, I didn't have my baby, but my friend did, and life continues on in happiness. She said, as soon as you get back, the baby will be surfing. Like, how cute is that? And as soon as we find happiness, the darkness tends to go away. Will it go away forever? I can't preach that. I tell the truth on my pulpit. Eventually, this is a cyclical game. It's not just a incline, it's a valley, and there's some valleys out there. That's what happens in life. It's gonna peaks and valleys, smiles and frowns. It's not just all one emotion, right? It's not just all one situation. It's a whole revolution of concocting of events that define our lives. Some days you're the statue with the pigeon shitting on you, and some days you're the pigeon. And most people don't want to be a rat with wings, but it'd be nice to fly, wouldn't it? And that's what our attitudes have to figure out, is a way to fly. By us grieving the process, it's almost like us honoring the people that we're sharing that love with. It's like, I still miss the love. I still miss the attention from you. And that's what we're saying when we're grieving, is that, we're missing that energy. And energies transfer. Some moment they're there with you, like I said in the selfie, and the next minute they're not there anymore. We're realizing that this is a shorter experience than the 1 minute reel that we keep slapping our videos on. This is our life. It's more than a minute reel. It's a whole bunch of series of reels that add up to the story that is your life. So we go 1 minute to 1 minute, or frame to frame, and flicking our way through life, right? And my nose still dripping. Jesus. That's my allergies, especially when I'm rolling the weed. But when we're flicking through these accounts, know that they're not all good. Like, we're not showing off our grandma's death, but it happens. And to reach for part of that disillusionment, that it's not always, boats and hoes. It's not gonna be that. It's more like ups and downs, and smiles and frowns. And I had to have that conversation with everyone in the Saints Addiction. I'm not perfect. I made so many mistakes. I'm a fake master. I wake up trying to heal myself and others, and say, hey, this happened to me in my life, and this is what I learned from it, and hopefully you can learn from it too, type environment. That's all we can do. I think that's the biggest crutch of it all. I mean, we can keep doing crypto, we can keep doing metaverse shit, we can do all that and then some. The real message, the real hitter, is the way we talk to each other and ourselves. And that's why I started thinking, it's like, this is the arena. You can have all the crypto you want, but it's not going to call you and ask you how you're doing that day. And it's definitely not going to call you and say, hey, I hope you feel better. I know you lost your mom. That's what we're here for. That's what humans are here for. We're here for the human energy to reach out to each other and help each other out. We're the magic. More than any other pill or diet out there. What the guy said, it was like 5 times stronger than any pill they've ever tested in the market. People power, and the power of love, and the power of understanding, and the power of listening. That's so true. So we're all out here, well, most of us except for the lighter, but that's your morning marijuana motivation. It's on my heart from the start every morning to talk about the tough things. It's probably on your mind too, because no one's getting through this life without getting scratched. All right, nobody's going to be here hands-free or without responsibility or accountability or some sort of damage. It's going to happen. Trauma is a part of life, and so is grief, and it's also a part of love, and it's something that we can all learn from. So maybe today you're not in grief, maybe today you're in celebration. Hold your celebrations true. Hold the people that are close to you even closer, and then remember that it's the moments that have the pricelessness, not the money. And then you got Saints Addiction. On my heart from the start, your boy Marky Saint. Rise and shine today. Go shine on somebody. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever, and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.